what's up, you guys? It's your boy Army, and I thought I wanted to give a solid review of this game called 9 Days. It's a little different of a game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of different. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit. I like this game a lot. First, let's talk about the first things first. Price tag. So we all know what's going on with gaming right now. Sony's taking away discs and fucking, GTA is gonna cost like $100 or I think $89.99 for regular. You get like $100 for the actual like the Ultimate Edition is like $100. But you only get like some clothing items and stuff like that. If you think about like something like Sparking Zero, you get for $100 or $110, you get about get a whole 3 DLCs and stuff like that. So this game is only $11. Right now it's on sale. The full price is $15. So you're only paying $15 and you get this entire like experience. Like I said, I'm flying through space. I'm freaking destroying shit. You can destroy planets. Here, I can actually show you something here. It's kind of cool. You can destroy planets. You can absorb stars. So, as you see, use the absorption technique. You can absorb the entire stars. It helps getting your strength up and everything. Golly, I ain't expecting to damn near kill me there. Oh my! I was expecting it to kill me there. But yeah, you can absorb planets, absorb stars and stuff like that. Where are you gonna go? We're inside of. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 5th dimension or plane of existence. We need to go to regular outer space. I really like the story of this game. I think it's actually pretty decent of a story considering it is only like $11 game, and I think it's only one developer who made this. I think that's probably what kept me kind of going to like want to upgrade and want to keep like playing the game was actually the story itself, because the gameplay is as good as it can be considering that it's a one-person developer. There's a decent amount of moves, decent amount of attacks, but it isn't like overly complex. I'd compare it to a Xenoverse 1, honestly. Like Xenoverse 1 has some decent combos and stuff, but after a while you pretty much was doing the same type of ways to defeat each enemy. There's a few different combinations on how you can go about defeating people. That's why I want to show right quick. But absorbing that star almost killed me, so I need to get my health back. But I love the speed. I mean, as you see, we speed into the moon here. And this is an easier tournament than the 5th dimensional one. 5th dimensional one. Plane of existence. Careful getting my colossal techniques because so I just want to show a little bit of gameplay. Actually, I'm over here yapping. I want to make sure y'all actually hear all the words I'm saying. There we go. Alright. So, I want to give this game a lot of credit for just its ambition. It was really trying to do a lot with it, and like I said, my most like favorite thing about the game would be really just how satisfying I find the. Oh, I gotta collect the rewards. But just how satisfying I find the traversal, you being able to fly through space. That is probably like my favorite part. Sun. You're booing me, man. I might go do a harder tournament here. You know what? We'll do a harder tournament. But I think since we're I would have showed the coolest thing that you can do in this game, and like I said, that is destroying planets. Do I have I don't think I do. This is just lightning. I can launch the lightning So if I had an enemy near me, I would have to get my colossal technique. Oh hey, there's a crystal. We need a crystal. Come here, Mr. Crystal. But the hardest thing I say, like, in this game would be just the sometimes the bosses can be a little hard to beat. A lot of times they're just really strong, and since you have to just be careful on, like, you really can't just get one shot and just get decked in the snaz and it's over. I say the only thing that like my biggest criticism would be probably just performance a little bit. It could be just fixed up on frame rate. I've had just like 2 crashes. That's like when I was doing like I was on higher graphic settings, and I just, like, you know, just trying to destroy a planet. Or you can really destroy like entire structures in this game on certain planets and everything. So it's like, I found that to be like probably the coolest thing about this game. You're over here as you're liberating a planet. They may ask you to destroy the city. Destroy the city. You can destroy planets. You can, you know, I was fighting one of the bosses. I was knocking him through mountains. That was probably like one of the coolest things about this game is the destructible environments. It kind of reminds me of Sparking Zero, just taken to a whole different degree. We'll go to the Null Horizon. What else? I want to cover everything, but I don't want to do too much in this video at the same time, because I also want to get I can even get lost in the game, and I want to show as much as I can as far as combat and just going through each different types of worlds. So we was just in the 5th dimension. Now we're going to the Null Horizon. This is where you can fight like the Trial of the Finalith. What else can you do here? I think hopefully I'll be able to do this mission here, because this is not easy. Like, where is this at? Ooh, I think I just went past it, didn't I? Fix it. The biggest factor in this game is that technically you don't really make your own character. You are a character, but you can really customize them. So like, you put on these different outfits. You know, you can. It's really like one of the best superhero types of games. All of you die. Everybody getting smited. This is what I mean. Like, you can kind of feel like, okay, yeah, you really go into here smiting everyone. And if I was a little bit stronger or had a different technique, I probably would have done a lot more here. But this is just what I do. Now, usually I get killed in the 2nd encounter or the 3rd encounter, I think, but we'll see. I honestly would give the game a solid 7, 8 out of 10. If you put a gun to my head and said I had to rate it, I'd give it that. Okay, yeah, it's the last encounter. That's kind of hard to beat. Hopefully we can beat it then. Yeah, 7, 8 out of 10. You know, like I feel like for the most part, like the combat, you know, you just did some fun in the combat. This is my flurry attacks here. You have this is the regular attacks here. Not the regular. This is like more like a ranged melee. And this is just a regular which you start out with. And there's a few other, you know, you got the energy. This is how the how you get stronger. So right now I have a item on that gives me a really big boost in my stats. So your clothing, like your armor, and then your energy capacity. So I need to get my, it's for me to kind of get to 3,000 like in my base without the item I have on, because it's the it's this helmet here that gives you a lot of like stats and everything. But you really just get stronger, of course, by just experience. Your experience translates into your energy capacity, and then you can see you absorb a bunch of blue stars, you absorb, you know, a bunch of, yeah, I got a bunch of gorilla freaking you can absorb animals, you can absorb the planets, and then you can't really absorb planets that much, but you can absorb like the ground, for example. So I can absorb, you see, I have like a forest energy. So yeah, you can take parts of the forest and make it into energy. Some energies are weaker than other energies, but I do kind of like that. It's an interesting way to kind of upgrade your character. So right now my highest energy capacity is 160. I only got about 137, so I have a good room for more energy before I even get to the capacity that I'm at, and then I can get more energy by either getting those crystals is what can increase your energy capacity without having to get experience points, or you just get regular experience points. And then your skills, so this is all the blast attacks that I have. You're dodging, you have like a longer dodge, and you have a short dash, phase dash. What else? Of course, you have this is what you would use to absorb the planet, your absorption technique. If you want to feel like Goku, you got your mana wave. And what else? And that is about it, honestly. Let me change this out. Universal Skull. Okay. Well, can we beat the last encounter, or are we gonna get one shot? That's the real question here. But yeah, I give it a solid 7, 8 out of 10. If you're really being critical, you're probably gonna give it about a 6, 5 out of 10 if you're really being critical about frame rate or performance and stuff like that. But for me personally, I'm a pretty easy person to please, so I give it a solid 7 out of 8 out of 10. You know, I still haven't beat the last mission yet. I think it's pretty good replayability too, and that's probably the biggest thing, is that there is New Game Plus. So you can fight stronger enemies, you can fight stronger beings. Keep all of your attacks. Oh shit. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he died?
Is when I go deep and find the power of my ancestors.
I didn't know I was that strong. Okay. I swore I died by this guy. I swore that I died by him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I swore like he was way stronger than that. You know, I might just keep going. I might just continue to get strong rewards here. Like a superhero for real. What is this? What is this? What is this? What are these? Dexterity focus, I see. Huh. Oh, I guess you can. I'm really not sure, honestly. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think for this video, I'll leave. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So, okay, this is really how you upgrade. This is the best way to do it then. That's good. I see. I'm still learning this game too, as far as like the upgrading parts of it, because I was really not sure how to like. I thought you had to get these crystals here to mainly upgrade. I didn't really realize that you could actually just get regular experience points or just, you know, do this mission here. But yeah, that's really it. You have multiple transformations, so I think this actually goes a little bit higher than my main one. As you see, I look different than the first
It's
one.
when I go deeper and find the power of my ancestors.
I get that orange aura, but not into a higher stage. And now it's red aura here. What else can I do here? I can show you guys the omnipotence form. Yeah, this right here. This is really dope. Kind of feels like a Super Saiyan Blue.
This is my Omniform.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a Super Saiyan. This game is mainly only for PC. I meant to say that actually. This is only a PC game, so you probably ain't playing this on console. At least not yet. Maybe he'll get it on console soon. But that's really about it. I don't want to spoil too much about the story just in case. I could talk about that, but for the most part, I did like it. I still like it. It's a fairly decent story. It's what kept me wanting to keep playing the game because I wanted to know what was going to happen. And the different timeline stuff and how they explained the fifth dimension. It was all really cool. If you like sci-fi, if you like anime, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't buy something like this, you know? I will say that since there is no online, it's mostly a single player game. It's a good, in a way I would really synopsis of this entire game, it's a great single player experience from my perspective. You know, the ambiance of this game is really good. It's really meditating. You know, you just hear just the space. You know, you're just flying through this vast land, and it's just, I think it's really the power fantasy that it nails, and is why I give the biggest credit to this game. It gives a very solid power fantasy. And most games nowadays don't give you the same type of power fantasy, and allow you to have so much control, I feel like. Destroying planets. I mean, before I got strong enough to destroy a planet, I didn't think you could destroy the main planets that you started on, but I'm almost certain you can destroy every planet in this game. I might be wrong. You might not be able to destroy planets. I can show you right now before I end this video. I don't think you can destroy planet Hara, this planet right here, but you can destroy pretty much everything else. Pilgrim planet, you can destroy the Oracle's planet, you can destroy everything else, you know. And that's really it, man. You know, that's really it. I'm on day 50. The game is called 9 days, but you can of course continue after 9 days and everything. There's more to the game after 9 days, of course, but yeah, that's it, you know. You're destroying stars, absorbing stars, fighting planetary level people. The power, you know, fantasy is real. I would tell you that much. I was just playing Elden Ring and I was like, man, I wish you could fly. So, and that's the one thing I will say, you use the trigger buttons like R2, stuff like that to do your attacks. Like to do this right here, I have to hold L2, or to do my bomb attack, I have to hold L2 and then launch with R2. It's the same thing for most attacks. That's what you do in the game. So I give it, like I said, a solid 7, 8 out of 10. Performance wise, if I had to give like criteria, I give gameplay a 7, 8 out of 10. Performance could be like a 6 or a 5. You know what I mean? Story is like a solid 8. You know, like that. That's kind of how I would put it all together, because performance is probably the biggest issue. Like parts of other footage I have, you know, there is some frame rate issues, especially when there's a lot going on. So you are better off, unless you got a really good system, you're better off playing on medium graphics than high or ultra graphics, or epic graphics is what they say in this game. But that's really it. This has been your boy Omni. 9 days. It's a good game, and it's still on sale right now on Steam for only $11. So if you want to get it, check it out. But have a good day. Peace out.